Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video and comment your thoughts below. Stay curious. Quick icebreaker. If you've made it this far, comment below with your favorite puzzle or mystery. Let's see who's paying attention. Hey there, welcome to The Human Curious. If you love mind-bending stories and thought-provoking mysteries, make sure to subscribe, share and like this video to join our curious community. Hello curious minds, welcome to The Human Curious, the channel where we unravel the mysteries of the mind, the past, and everything in between. Here we dive deep into stories that challenge what you think you know about yourself and the world. If you love exploring the strange and the fascinating, you're in the right place. Subscribe, share, and like for more mind-bending stories. Now let's step into today's tale. We are all a collection of memories. They shape our decisions and paint the world in a unique light. What if you found an ancient, impossible object, a self-solving puzzle? You are drawn to it, an inexplicable pull towards something that feels both alien and deeply familiar. The box sits on your table, a silent observer. A single piece slides across the surface, moving with a life of its own. As the puzzle completes itself piece by piece, it isn't just solving a riddle, it's solving you. This is the story of a puzzle that rewrites your past. The first change is small. You wake up one morning and glance at your hand. Something is missing. A tiny scar is simply gone. The skin is flawless, as if the injury never happened. You stare. Confusion gives way to a slow, creeping sense of wonder. The puzzle box on your desk now has several more pieces connected. At first, it feels like a miracle. As the puzzle assembles itself, you begin to notice other small changes. The puzzle seems to be targeting your regrets, your pain, and erasing them. It is a silent, benevolent editor of your life story. This strange and wonderful process continues. It's not just healing you emotionally, it is rewriting your history. And you have to admit, it feels good. The process begins with your memories, the small biting ones that surface late at night. There was a moment in school, a presentation gone wrong. You remember the heat of 100 pairs of eyes on you. The puzzle on your table has clicked a few more pieces into place. You realize with a jolt that the puzzle did not just make you forget the bad memory, it replaced it. This is not just forgetting, this is erasure. In its place is a simple nod of acknowledgement in a hallway. The awkwardness never happened, the regret is gone. The puzzle is a silent surgeon, carefully excising the tumors of your past embarrassments. It is freeing you from the prison of your own past mistakes. It is your secret ally in the quest for a happier life. The changes begin to manifest on your body. The first was the small scar on your hand, a faint white line on your knee from a fall off a bicycle. One day you look down and your knee is unblemished. Your body is becoming a flawless canvas. A slightly crooked pinky finger is now perfectly straight. A small burn mark on your forearm has vanished. Each morning brings a new erasure of a past injury. It is cleaning up the physical record of your life. This process feels like an upgrade. You are being polished. You look in the mirror and see a more idealized version of yourself. It feels like you are finally becoming the person you were always supposed to be, and it feels good. The puzzle is a restorer of your physical form. The cumulative effect of these changes is profound. Your entire perception of the world begins to shift. Freed from the nagging weight of past embarrassments and the physical reminders of old injuries, you feel a new sense of optimism. The world no longer seems like a place fraught with potential failure, but a landscape of opportunity. The puzzle is not just altering your past, it is fundamentally reshaping your present reality. Each piece that clicks into place sends ripples through your existence, smoothing out the rough waters of your life. It is an intoxicating feeling of control. You find yourself becoming more outgoing. The shyness that was born from that long-erased classroom failure is gone. You speak up in meetings at work. You start conversations with strangers. You are bolder, more self-assured. This new version of you is better, more capable. The puzzle, it seems, is unlocking your true potential by removing the historical barriers that held you back. It is systematically dismantling the architecture of your anxieties, brick by painful brick, and building something new and stronger in its place. You're being rebuilt from the ground up. The puzzle box itself has become an object of reverence. You clean it, you watch it, you feel a deep connection to it. It is your silent partner, your benefactor. You feel protective of it. This is your secret, your miracle. The progress is steady. Each day a few more pieces slide into place. Each day you wake up feeling a little more perfect, a little less burdened. The memories of who you used to be, the clumsy, anxious person with the scars and regrets, are beginning to feel distant, like a story about someone else you once knew. You have no reason to question this gift. Why would you? Every change has been for the better. Your life is improving in every measurable way. The pain is gone, the shame is gone, the flaws are gone. You are becoming a cleaner, happier, more successful version of yourself. This is what everyone wants, isn't it? To shed the skin of their mistakes and emerge anew. The puzzle is delivering on the most universal of human desires. It is offering a perfect life, and you are accepting it, one perfect piece at a time. The puzzle's glow intensifies, demanding attention. It cuts into your most treasured moments. You try to recall a cherished memory, a magical connection, but the memory is fuzzy, the image blurs, specifics gone. The crucial detail is missing. The puzzle, erasing pain, erases the beautiful thing that grew from it. It has taken a piece of your joy. A chilling, invasive fear creeps in. The puzzle box looks more like a threat. It is a blind force cutting away at what you hold dear. The miracle reveals its terrible cost. The changes are not just in your memories, they are in your character. That difficult heartbreak taught you empathy. You understood loss because you had lived it. Now, as a friend comes to you with their own story of a broken heart, you find yourself struggling to connect. You listen to their words, you see their tears, but you feel a strange, cold distance. The familiar pang of shared sorrow is simply not there anymore. The shared language of human suffering is one you no longer speak fluently. The rich tapestry of your emotional life is becoming thin and monochrome. The puzzle is not just removing the bad, it is removing the growth that came from it. The empathy, the compassion, the wisdom, all the qualities forged in the fires of your past ordeals are being extinguished one by one. You are becoming a stranger to yourself. The puzzle promised to solve you, to make you better. But it is not making you better, it is simply making you less. The puzzle's reach extends even further. It begins to dismantle your accomplishments. You look at a certificate on your wall, one you received for mastering a difficult new language. You remember the struggle, the late nights studying, the frustration of failure, the slow, grueling climb towards fluency. That struggle was immense, but the pride you felt upon succeeding was one of the defining moments of your life. It taught you resilience. It taught you the value of perseverance. You look at the certificate, and for a moment it seems to flicker like a bad television signal. Then it is gone. It does not fall off the wall, it simply vanishes, fading into nothingness. The wall is now blank. You try to recall a phrase in that language, a simple greeting. The words are gone. The knowledge has been completely erased from your mind. You search for the memory of the struggle, the late nights, the hard work. It has been replaced. The new memory is one of ease. You never struggled to learn the language because you never learned it at all. The puzzle identified the hardship and in its blind wisdom, removed it. The resilience you learned from that experience feels weaker now. It was a muscle, built through heavy lifting. Now, the weight has been taken away, and the muscle has atrophied. You face a new challenge at work, a difficult project. The old you would have buckled down, ready for the grind. The new you feels a sense of defeat before you even begin. The quiet confidence that was born from overcoming past obstacles has been stolen. The puzzle is not just erasing your past, it is demolishing the very foundations of your strength. You realize the horrifying truth. Your best qualities were not gifts, they were earned, they were paid for with pain, embarrassment, and effort. Your strength was a direct result of your weakness. Your wisdom was a product of your foolishness. Your successes were built upon the bedrock of your failures. The puzzle sees only the cost, not the value. It is creating a perfect past for you, one free of struggle. But a past without struggle is a past without growth. You are becoming weaker, less capable, less you, with every piece that clicks into place. The person you are is fading. The collection of memories, scars, and skills that once defined you has been decimated. You look at old photographs of yourself and you feel no connection to the person in them. That person had a life you can no longer remember. They loved people you no longer know. They overcame challenges you no longer believe happened. The thread connecting your present self to your past self has been severed. You are living in the body of a ghost, haunting a life that is no longer yours. Your relationships are fraying. Friends speak of shared experiences, inside jokes from a past you cannot access. They look at you with confusion when you don't remember a pivotal moment in your friendship. A moment that was likely born from a difficulty the puzzle has since erased. You are becoming isolated, not just emotionally but historically. You lack a shared past with the people who are supposed to know you best. You are a stranger to them, and more terrifyingly, you are a stranger to yourself. The puzzle is creating a perfect life, but it is a life for someone else. The puzzle box on your table is almost finished. Only a handful of empty spaces remain. Its glow fills the room with a cold, relentless light. It seems to hum with a quiet satisfaction, pleased with its work. You, on the other hand, are filled with a desperate, clawing panic. You were once a complex, intricate tapestry, woven with threads of darkness and light. Now, you are a blank canvas. The puzzle has not solved you. It has erased you. It has replaced a unique and flawed human being with a generic, perfected automaton. The irony is crushing. You welcomed this change. You celebrated each erased flaw, each vanishing scar. You believed you were being improved, polished into a better version of yourself. You failed to understand that the flaws were not bugs in your code. They were the features. They were the very things that gave your life texture, meaning, and depth. They were what made you, you. Now, standing on the precipice of total erasure, you finally understand the value of your imperfections. But it is far, far too late. Panic sets in. It is a cold, sharp terror. The puzzle is nearly complete. You see a parasite. You lunge at the box. Your nails dig into the seams, but the pieces will not budge. This is a fight for your existence. You pull and twist. The puzzle resists your attempts to dismantle it with an absolute, unyielding force. You grab the heaviest object you can find, a heavy book, a lamp. You bring it down on the box with all your strength. The impact is met with a dull thud. The puzzle box remains pristine. The box sits there, impassive and perfect. The horrifying truth sinks in. You can't stop it. It is a curse you have accepted. You are a passenger in a vehicle driving off a cliff. The puzzle will complete itself. If you've made it this far, you're clearly as curious as we are. Let's take a quick breather. What's the most unforgettable puzzle, riddle, or mystery you've ever tried to solve? Maybe it's a childhood brain teaser, a tricky escape room, or even a secret you've never unraveled. Drop your answer in the comments below. We'd love to see what challenges have captured your imagination. Now let's return to our story and see what secrets this puzzle box has left to reveal. Your attempts become frantic. You hurl the box against the wall. The puzzle box clatters to the floor unharmed. It seems to mock your violence. It cannot be broken, damaged, or stopped. You try to contain it, to hide it. You pile things on top of it. Out of sight, out of mind, but you can still feel its presence. The hope does not last. The next morning you open the closet. The chest is still locked, but the puzzle box is gone. It is sitting on your table again. There is no escaping it. Its power transcends physical barriers. You are dealing with a relentless force of nature. With only a few pieces left, the final stage begins. The last piece lifts from the box, suspended by an invisible power. This is the point of no return. This is the end of the person you are. In this moment, clarity arrives. You finally understand. You look back at the ghost of your true history. That scar on your hand wasn't just an accident. It was from helping your mother cook dinner. The puzzle erased a scar but stole a memory. A kind teacher taught you how to breathe, how to focus. That failure was the beginning of your journey toward confidence. Heartbreak led you to your truest friends. The pain was the soil in which the strongest bonds of your life grew. The puzzle's logic is flawed. It cannot comprehend the complex alchemy of the human spirit. Your flaws, your struggles, your pain, they were the very features that made you who you are. You were a human being, beautifully imperfect. This perfection is a sterile, empty void. A life without shadows is a life without light. The puzzle is committing a murder. The final piece descends, slow and ceremonial, casting a cold, alien light. Time stretches, every moment is drawn out. This is the end. Your memories, your struggles, your hard-won lessons are about to vanish. The person who learned to value imperfection is about to be erased. The ultimate question, who will you be when it's done? The answer, no one. Someone else will stand here with your face, your name, but none of your history. They won't feel loss or terror. They'll wake up content, unaware of what's missing. Is it better to live as a perfected stranger or to vanish as your flawed, true self? The question lingers, but you don't get to answer. There is no choice. The process is irreversible. Your fight was futile. Realization came too late. You are a witness to your own extinction. Your only power, to watch. You close your eyes, clinging to one last painful memory. A scraped knee, a broken heart, a failure. You hold it tight as the final piece nears, like a drowning person clutching wreckage. You choose to spend your last moment as your true, flawed self. You choose to remember the pain because it was real. The pain was yours. It was the price you paid for being alive. This impossible puzzle forces us to confront what truly shapes identity. Are we just our triumphs, or are we sculpted by the pressures that nearly broke us? Our defining stories are rarely about comfort. They're about overcoming. Hardship teaches resilience, loss teaches compassion, mistakes teach humility. These aren't glitches, they are the narrative. Remove every struggle and you're left with meaningless fragments. The puzzle's paradox. In seeking a perfect past, it destroys the self. No failures means no learning, no scars, no healing. Perfection isn't a life without pain, it's a life without context. Our imperfections are our signature. Erase every mistake and you erase your identity. We are not statues but wood carved by experience. To smooth away every mark is to erase the story itself. The puzzle's horror isn't just change, it's the promise of a happiness that's a living death. Perfection here is sterile, a world without friction or growth. The gift is not a better life but the end of becoming. Imagine a world where no one fails or feels heartbreak. It seems utopian, but what kind of people would that create? Beings without resilience, empathy, or hard-won wisdom, beautiful hollow shells. The qualities we admire, courage, compassion, grow only in adversity. The puzzle doesn't just rewrite your past, it rewrites your soul, making it lesser. The new happiness is meaningless, the contentment of someone never tested. We spend our lives hiding scars, curating perfection. The puzzle is the ultimate filter, erasing struggle entirely. But in watching, we see the truth. The parts we hide are the most essential. Our curated perfection is a prison, not a paradise. The horror is not pain, but emptiness. The cost of perfection is the loss of what makes us human. The puzzle's promise is a beautiful, empty lie. The puzzle is a story about authenticity. What does it mean to be a self? Is the self fixed, or a story we write daily? The puzzle says it's a story, but warns against over-editing. Remove the hard chapters, and the story loses meaning. The protagonist at the end is disconnected from the one at the start. The final piece isn't just erasing a memory, it's erasing the person who remembers. The new person is a replacement, built on falsehoods and struggles never endured. They are the self that never was. Our real-world imperfections have hidden value. Regrets guide us, failures teach us, scars mark survival. To wish them away is to wish away wisdom and strength. The puzzle doesn't solve a riddle, it poses one. What is the value of a life absence of pain or presence of character? Meaning comes from struggle, not perfection. The completed puzzle ends that process. It's a monument to a person erased in pursuit of an empty ideal. The final piece clicks into place, a soft, definitive end. In that instant, the past is severed. The last memory dissolves, terror and regret are wiped clean. The light fades, leaving silence. The puzzle is complete. The story of you, the flawed, striving person, is over. That journey with all its victories and pain is deleted. The protagonist is gone, a ghost of a life erased. The old you is gone, no trace left. The process is a success. A perfect, hollow replica remains. In the quiet room, a new consciousness boots up. Built on perfect, false data, a new perfected person stands, untroubled and unscarred. No fear, no weight, no memory of loss. To them, nothing is missing. This is their only reality. The past is rewritten, the puzzle solved. The price, a soul paid and forgotten. Silence. Then a calm breath. The person surveys the room, not with fear but mild curiosity. The objects around them trigger no memories, just facts to be inhabited. They feel peace, no ghosts, no regrets, no shadows. Their mind is a sunlit field, untouched by pain. They are the ideal, the final product of relentless editing. Born perfect, they have no concept of striving. They look in the mirror, see a pleasant face, feel mild approval. There is no before and after, only now. No memory of the puzzle, the shop, or the erasure. The box is just a beautiful object, stripped of meaning. It's another piece of a perfect life, unburdened by history. The story ends, but a new one begins. Simple, placid, empty. The tragedy isn't the erasure, but that the new person will never know what it means to be human. They will live as a perfect stranger, forever unaware of the vibrant, messy world sacrificed to create them. As we close this chapter, we invite you to step back and consider, what makes us truly human? Is it our flaws, our memories, or the stories we carry? If this journey made you think, subscribe to The Human Curious for more explorations into the mysteries of identity and existence. Share this video with someone who loves a good puzzle, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What would you choose? A perfect life, or a perfectly human one? Your story matters too.